Hey y'all, it's Dom here. I sitting in the Explorer, hunkered down, right, waiting for activity. This morning, like before the sun came up, I heard Molly and Brownie barking and stuff, and then I heard a third dog barking. Okay, a dog, but I'm attuned to how these freaks work. Okay, and that wasn't a dog. Okay, and if you think about these skinwalkers, they're all about misdirection, smoke and mirrors, right? They don't have the same powers they used to have. So what they're trying to get me to do is fall asleep early so I can wake up like in the wee hours, right? And it's like, it's 8 o'clock, eight something, and it's like dark as hell. There's no moon. So this is when they're out, right? You get it? And, but what I wanted to tell y'all is like, I have another video I want to share. I'm having difficulty with the video, because I don't want to be sharing shit or stuff that isn't true. And I'm trying to like decipher the video, okay? And when I do, I may or may not publish it. So what I wanted to say like is I'm telling you all these stories and before the snow melts, right? Because if you think about like the shoe games or our string games, right? You can only or the stories we tell, right? About skinwalkers, we can only tell them in the wintertime when the snow before the snow melts, right? That's the only time it's acceptable as Navajo people to, you know, to tell stories like that. Now, real quick, do you see how like I gave you a vital piece of information, right? It's that's how Navajos work. Okay, I know you guys want me to like follow the History Channel and like the Skinwalker Ranch people and like you know do it in a method that you guys want me to do it, but that's not how Navajo people work. Okay, especially when you speak the Navajo language, right? That within the elders, right? See, as Navajo people, we pass down information the way we pass down information. Okay, there's no way to do it other than the way we do things, period, And when other Navajos do things the way you're used to it, that's them being colonized, right? They've been educated to the point where they've become drones, okay? So I wanted to tell you, like, let me get back to like the purpose of this video, okay? You have to understand, like, before the snow melts, right? And like to a modern day Navajo, right? Like if you look around, the snow done melted. Okay. I mean, like, there's patches of snow here and there in the shade, but like, essentially the snow is gone. But when you dig into the ground's frozen, solid. And skinwalkers, here's another vital piece of information. Skinwalkers need to be able to dig into the ground to leave shit. Get it? You see how I have to do that during the story? But skinwalkers have to dig into the ground to leave shit there so they can witch you. And then they have to put you in the mindset to be witched, right? Get it? They have to like instill fear, kind of like Democrats do, right? For them to be able to control you enough to be witched, right? It's a process. And if you think about a lot of the stuff I do, I'm halfway allowing myself to get into that trance-like state so I can hear them, right? And when I hear them, they think I'm going to start getting scared. But if you listen to the videos, right? I started off with videos where they're close, right? And now that they watch my videos and they see how real I am, right? They're getting further and further away with their vocalization. So I'm hoping that they can somehow crack into my mind, into my soul, into everything that makes me a Navajo person, right? So that they can diminish me and destroy me the way I destroy people. You get it? So, so they have to be able to like put shit in the ground. So like, technically speaking, right? The snow hasn't melted, right? And, time is of the essence when it comes to being a Navajo person. Everything is done, accordingly. And if you don't follow the rules, it's game time. Okay. Now I'm going to continue the video series, the way I had intended it, and I wanted to speak about the reason why I took a 7-day break from this whole video process. It's because I'm talking about traditional Navajo culture. And last Sunday, I had to take out Shadow, okay? I'm going to have a whole video series on the Shadow situation, is what I'm going to call it, right? And he was a dog that belonged to skinwalkers. And when you see how he was trying to lead Molly and Brownie astray, right? He damn near succeeded, right? But Molly, the black female, she's smart, man. She's very smart. And even though I took out Shadow, she loves me and she's obedient, right? And she gets it. And, they're working, they keep working. They're undeterred, right? They're still trying to work with her. And she understands what the deal is, right? You get it? But yeah, the whole Shadow thing, I asked my family, if they noticed any change, and we all see that once I got rid of Shadow, right? The whole mood around here changed, right? Like this negative, dark aura that encompassed us just disappeared. And the reason why I had to take a break was when I took Shadow out of the picture, it wasn't done in the right frame of mind. See, as a Navajo person, you don't just kill creatures, okay? Not for sport, not for any other reason than to survive, right? And that was the base reason for me removing him from our lives, right? Because I kept chasing him away. I used, various methods to try to scare him away. He just did not understand, right? Because as much as he wanted to be part of our family, deep down underneath all that, he belonged to a skinwalker. He was trained in their ways. I'm sure he's done this before to other dogs, to other families, right? Because they've been doing this type of behavior for a long, long, long time. And if you watch the 3 clips I uploaded into one TikTok, you'll see that the wind, right? I call it the winds of change, right? That was the wind taking Shadow and his evil away from us, right? I have the strong belief that all Navajo have gifts in association with nature, right? Earth, wind, fire, and water, right? Now, my mom's gift is her freakish sense of smell, okay? It sounds funny, but let's say I took one shot of importers. That's vodka, okay? I take a shot of importers, right? The second I walk in the door, she will already smell it, even though she's in the back room on the computer. Do you understand? That's how freakish her sense of smell is, right? I believe my gift is the wind. I always tell people I can get the wind to blow in a different direction. I can have it stop blowing. But the day that, Shadow was removed from our lives, right? The wind moved in a natural direction, in a natural state. So those are what you call the winds of change, right? And it blew over the whole nation. Do you understand that? And that's how powerful it is to be a Navajo person. And that's why I get emotional when I talk about these things, right? Because, like I said, everything I tell you is very personal to us, right? And it's time. It's time you understood who we are as a people, what power we have, and why the federal government doesn't want you hearing the things that I have to say. Period. The reason why I bring the federal government into this is because they know very well who we are and what we have. And they will stop at nothing to deter you people from understanding this. Okay? I hope you understand that. And that's about as far as I can go with the whole Shadow situation, okay? I told you I would talk about it, in some way, and only, my foster mom. I loved my foster mom. She had all these sayings, and it's almost like she could see into the future when she looked into my eyes, and she knew exactly what to say because God directed her to say it to me. And you know, that anyway. See, I kind of lost my train of thought. And that's how awesome my foster mom was. Okay, but that's all. That's as far as I'm about to go with the shadow situation. And I told you I would talk about it. That's as far. Everything I've told you is as far as I'm willing to go on the shadow situation. Okay, and I'm back. I'm still having second thoughts about the video, and I'll let you know. Thank you. I hope you like my stuff, and please keep watching. Bye.